Cayuga County, a Port Byron man facing a number of charges after state police say he threw a 13-week-old kitten so hard it had to be put down because of its injuries.
Hi, it's Darmus, and welcome to a Narc Predator Chaser video. Um, so today we're going to talk about animal abuse, not people being predators. Uh, and when I was looking into um A Volley of Chaos and Nightshade the Crow and all that, Nightshade had given me information on A Volley of Chaos, saying that the Shining Fox, you know, had some information about him doing maybe having done something with a minor. And so I contacted the Shining Fox, and the Shining Fox invited some of their friends, and their friend provided me with the like to explain what's going on. They told me that they had been doxxed, and I was like, all right, do you have proof of that? And they showed me that some some minor had all of uh the Shining Fox's information. I'm like, hey, who is this James McNair? And they're like, oh, that's Shining Fox, as you can see here in this photo. um and So I was like, all right, and in one of the text messages, the minor talks about the like killing a cat. And so I'm like, all right, that's the first thing that I heard about it. And I thought it was pretty extreme. And so I didn't really look into it at all. And um, so once I asked about it and they said oh, it's not real, and I'm like, all right, well, okay. Beyond, I couldn't get into hold of the kid, or at the time the person that was also accusing them of it, another person. And so I couldn't get a hold of anybody, so I couldn't really ask about it. Later they told me that they were blackmailing them, which implies that there's some truth to it, and it's the killing of the cat. And so I'm like, all right. So it's like, okay, so that's like rings a little true. And I didn't really look into it because I couldn't really verify it, that I knew, but I was kind of being dumb because I had their first name, but I figured it was private information, so I didn't uh really do anything at the time. And then later on, a friend of mine sent me a screenshot of a news article with their name, James McNair, right there in the article. And I'm like, all right, I Googled it, and sure enough, James McNair, and like five or six different fucking so many articles about this James McNair killing a kitten. And so I'm like, all right, you know, um, once I got that, then I confronted or tried talking to um I confronted them. I basically was like, "Hey, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's fake. It's AI," and then like kicked me out of the group. And then they told me that they're going to put me in jail, as you can see here. And so I feel like I have to put this out here so I don't have to like worry about a threat being over my head. Um, I'm making this video partially for my protection. I kind of was like, all right, so this is ringing a whole lot more true because of their reaction to it. But I didn't really have like it's a strong connection, but I didn't really have like the entire connection. And so I looked up the articles, I sent it to their friends. The friends was like, "Oh, that's not them. That's not them. That's fake. It's been proven that that's not them." And I'm like, "All right, but they acknowledged that the accusations were being floated around. And um I had gotten the information of the docs, which had all of the information of the docs from uh, Shining's friend. and it was confirmed that they're the same name. And I saw their address, so I was sent the restitution, and the restitution had their address on it, which I had asked them, the people that had provided for me, like how did they obtain it? Which they told me that they had paid to do a background or like get the records from the court, which is legal to do. It's considered a public record for restitution, and apparently they had requested it from the court. Because of YouTube, I have to redact certain information, so I redacted the information on it. But the address matched up to the address on the thing. The name matches up, the age matches up. Then for further confirmation, I went to uh, their page, their YouTube, and I went and looked at their publicly posted videos and found a picture of uh or found their face. I also received a video that was clearly at one point uploaded publicly that they at one point posted video that all of their followers know their name.
All my followers know my actual name.
And I had received that video from some people, and so they're on video admitting that they revealed their name. They have there's documents showing that they owed restitution to the SPCA with their name and their address, which matched up perfectly to the address that they provided me from somebody that had doxed them. And so, given that information, I can come to the conclusion that the information is accurate, that they were charged by a court of law for animal cruelty, which, according to an article, it resulted, the kitten was thrown so hard that it severed the spinal cord. The officer says that he did it. An officer said that he did it. And he was convicted, or he pled guilty. He wasn't convicted. He pled guilty to charges of aggravated animal cruelty and um, failure to provide sustenance. Thank you for your time.